Peace, family. It's Ahmad Wazir. Yo, check this out, right? I had an epiphany. Now, this might sound silly to some of y'all that this is an epiphany to me because it's probably common sense to most of y'all who are more advanced in this area than me, but like hit me that I can't fix everybody's problems. Man, listen, I can't like coach everybody through their problems either. Not only can I not fix them, not only can I not coach them through, I can't make everybody like receptive to even a different look at life and problems and their situations, right? Now, those who know me know I'm a runner. I just came off of a run. And I ran about three miles and some change. Now, the work that I'm putting in is going to benefit my body. Okay? So, because I'm putting in this work by God's grace, I'm going to reap the benefits, God willing, of more vitality. I lost like 5 pounds again since I really started getting more serious with my running. But the weight that I lose and the work that I put in, the only thing I can do is inspire somebody who has that same desire. But a person who doesn't have a desire to do the same thing, like at the end of the day, they got to have that desire. They got to have that want. They got to have that drive. And they can only go by my example. But the run that I do is not going to knock no pounds off of them. Well, so it is in the problems of life as well, and attitude and things like that. Like I'm always trying to motivate people. I'm always trying to be a positive voice of reason. But I wasn't always like this either. And you know how we are when we first get in religion, right? We want to convert the whole world, and we're like constantly trying to pass it on to somebody else because it's something that benefits us. But that person has to have a desire to change to begin with. If a person has no desire to receive what you're offering, you can, they'll humor you, but ultimately, you're going to get on their nerves. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying not to try to do that, but ultimately a person has to meet you en route. And that's been hard for me, man, because as I started getting into this positive and motivational stuff and working on my mind, working on my body, and just changing my whole attitude. And I for some reason, I thought that I could just, because I'm on fire, I'm going to set everybody that's in my, sphere of activity on fire. But it doesn't work like that. And I remember I had a situation at a job one time that there was somebody and they were struggling. And they looked like they were going to lose their job. And I went to one of my managers and I said, listen, this person is struggling. Now, let me back up. I offered my help to this person and they basically spazzed on me, right? So I went to one of my managers and said, hey, this person needs help, yada, yada, yada. And the manager said to me, yeah, we offered that person some help. And they went off. So how can we help somebody who, when we offered help to them, they spazzed on us? And I never forget, she said to me, Ahmad, you just have such that spirit to want to, save people. She said, why don't you direct that energy to people who actually are trying and who want your help? People who are actually trying to advance. I'm always directing my energy to, it's a habit to people that are flatlining, and it's beautiful. It's nothing wrong with that. That's noble. And it's funny because it seems like the people who are trying get overlooked. the people who are not even trying to help themselves, I would run to them. And, and I guess psychologically, I would think that the people who are trying don't need my help, but that's far from the truth. Not just my help, but just help, period. But none of us get anywhere without help. So I had to learn this lesson, to direct my energy towards people who are trying the same as me. Like the people who helped me because I was trying. I had to look back at myself. But if I'm just in moments when I'm just like wallowing, nobody was able to really help me. They could, step in and help to a certain degree, but I have to have that desire. So, that's my breakthrough recently, is just, man, help those who are trying to help themselves, and not try and think that I can want something more than a person wants for themselves. That's a major thing, man. You cannot want something more for a person, or you can't go harder for a person than they go for themselves, with the exception to be probably your children, because that's our jobs as parents. But people will actually take the attention that you're giving them, but if they don't have the desire, they don't have it in their heart, man, it's a waste of time. And eventually, you're gonna start getting on your nerves. I remember there was when I was driving a bus in Richmond, myself and another brother, there was a guy who was talking to us. He worked in a different department and he didn't have a CDL. And he came to us and said, man, I want to get my CDL. I said, all right, man, well, this is what I do, man. I got a split shift. I'll come in here every day and go over that CDL book with you. So he was in a different department, but his peers were around him. And what I found out was, they talked down on our department, like, oh man, you don't want to do that. So the first day I said, brother, come on. And he sat there, but I at the time, looking back at it, he didn't have the spirit to do it. He was just talking. Some people just want to talk, but I'm like, shit, if you're trying to do it, I got you. First day, he kind of sat there and I went over some stuff with him, and, he was kind of like a deer in the headlights, but I was trying to, all right, look, cool. The second day, shit, he snapped on me. Look, man, I get it when I want to get it. I said, whoa, but it taught me a lesson, because I want something for somebody. That might be my ego, but they should be wanting to knock my door down if they want my help. I ain't got to run after you. Why do I got to run after you to help you? So that was a lesson for me. So just a life lesson, an epiphany for me, probably common sense to y'all. Hope everybody's well. Talk to you later. Peace.